Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the 8th standard mathematics. This is your maths tutor from Mahila Samaja High School. Dear children, in this chapter we'll discuss about the exercise 3.3 from the chapter Understanding Quadrilaterals. Now let us move on to the first problem. Here is your first problem. Children, given a parallelogram ABCD, here a parallelogram ABCD is given. Complete each statement along with the definition or property used. Along with the definition or property used. Children, the first question is AD. AD is the side here, one of the side of the parallelogram. So side AD is equal to dash. The second question is angle DCB. Angle DCB. That means this angle is equal to dash. Then OC. That means half of the diagonal. OC is equal to dash. Then measure of, M means measure. Measure of angle DAB. Angle DAB. Measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA. Measure of angle CDA. That means if we add these two angles, what is the sum? Those are the four questions given in this problem. So let us move on to the first one. Children, as we know that in a parallelogram, the opposite sides are equal. So that, see, for the first question, AD, the side AD is equal to BC. Here, the side AD and side BC. Why these two sides are equal means these are the opposite sides of a parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. So that the property used to solve or give the answer for this question is opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Then the second one is angle DCB is equal to angle DAB. Angle DCB is equal to question mark. Angle DCB equals to angle DAB. See here, DCB angle is equal to DAB angle because the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Then children, OC, half of the diagonal OC is equal to OA. Half of the diagonal AC is OC. That OC is equal to OA because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means we know that when two diagonals meet or intersect each other, at the point of intersection, they cut into two equal halves so that diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Because of this property, we can say OC is equal to OA. And children, measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA is equal to question mark. So for that, the answer is 180 degree. Why? Because means the sum of adjacent angles of a parallelogram is always equal to 180 degree. Sum of adjacent angles. Here angle DAB and angle CDA are the adjacent angles. See, this angle and this angle are adjacent angles. The sum of these two adjacent angles is always equal to 180 degree. That means, see, we can define that as adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Supplementary means the sum is equal to 180 degree. So that angle DAB, measure of angle DAB plus measure of angle CDA is always equal to 180 degree. I hope you understood this one, children. Here we discussed about the four properties of the parallelogram. The first one is opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. The second one is opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Then the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Then adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. So here we discussed about the four properties of the parallelogram. Now let us move on to the next problem. Children, here in this question number 2, there are 5 sub questions. So what is the main question means? Consider the following parallelograms. Here there are 5 parallelograms. Find the values of unknowns x, y and z. Here they had given x, y, z. They marked some of the angles as x, y and z. We want to find out the value of x, y, z in this problem. So here this one is the first one. This one is the second parallelogram, third parallelogram, fourth parallelogram and fifth parallelogram. It is the question with sub 5 questions. It has 5 sub questions, so that I will go through one by one. First, let us take the first parallelogram ABCD. Let us choose this question first. This is the first question. So let us take that parallelogram here. See here the parallelogram is ABCD. Children, observe the parallelogram clearly. Here they mention one of the angle of the parallelogram as 100 degree. Here see they mention the angle B as 100 degree. Then angle C as X, angle D as Y, angle A as Z. Children, here to solve this problem we can use one of the property of the parallelogram, that is the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Children, see here they had given the measure of angle B. The opposite angle for angle B is angle D. Here see angle B is equal to angle D because these two are opposite angles. So that let us come to the solution. See ABCD is a parallelogram in which angle B is equal to angle D. Why the angle B is equal to angle D means? Yes, that's right. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. So that if angle B is 100 degree, angle D is also equals to 100 degree. Angle D is 100 degree means D is nothing but Y. So that Y is equal to 100 degree. So the value of Y is 100 degree. Now let us come to the Z, and let us come to the next part of the problem. See here let us take the angle A and angle B. See angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. Here why the angle A and angle B is equal to 180 degree means the sum of the adjacent angles is always equal to 180 degree. So that angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. The property here we used is adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. We know that angle A means it is Z. So that Z plus angle B means we know the measure of angle B as 100 degree. So Z plus 100 degree is equal to 180 degree. Z is equal to 180 degree. If we send this plus 100 to this side, it becomes minus 100. 180 degree minus 100 means 80 degree. So if Z is 80 degree means then the opposite angle to Z is X. So X also becomes 80 degree. So angle A is equal to angle C because opposite angles of a parallelogram. So that angle X is also equals to 80 degree. Hence in the first parallelogram the X value is 80 degree, y value is 100 degree and z value is 80 degree. Children, I hope you understood this problem. Here we used the two properties of the parallelogram, that is, one is the opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, and the second property is adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. And children, in this problem I want to make you show that one of the symbol I used here is parallelogram. See here, two lines and GM indicates the parallelogram. It is the sign to represent the parallelogram. Now let us move on to the next problem. I hope you understood this problem, children. We will move on to the next problem. Let us discuss about the second problem, sub-second question. Here the diagram is, at the parallelogram they had given is PQRS. Children, observe the diagram first. P, Q, R and S. Here they had given the measure of angle S as 50 degree. Then they mentioned the R as Y and they mentioned the angle P as X and angle R, external angle of Q as Z. See, this one is the internal angle. If it comes inside the parallelogram means it is internal angle. It is outside the parallelogram, so it is external angle. So external angle of angle Q, external angle of angle Q is Z. So that we want to find the values of X, Y and Z here. Children, let us move on to solve this problem. Have a look at this picture. PQRS is a parallelogram. Here see, angle S is 50 degree, so that we can go through with the property of the parallelogram, that is opposite angles are equal. So if angle S is 50 degree, then internal angle Q also becomes 50 degree. If this one is 50 degree, this one is 50 degree, then we can find the sum these two angles easily. So let us move on to that. Children, angle P, first angle P plus angle S, that means is equal to 180 degree. You know this property, children, we discussed in the last problem. That is, adjacent angles of parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. So angle P plus angle S is equal to 180 degree. Angle P means X plus angle S means 50 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. Then X is equal to 180 degree. If we send the plus 50 degree to this side, it becomes minus 50 degree. 180 minus 50 becomes 130 degree. So that the X value is 130 degree. X value is 130 degree. Now angle P is equal to angle R. We know that why the angle P is equal to angle R, because opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. See, these two are opposite angles. The opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, so that X is equal to Y. If X is 130 degree, Y is also equals to 130 degree. Then children, angle Y is equal to angle Z. Angle Y is equal to angle Z, because these two are alternate angles. Alternate angles means, you know, see here we can observe the Z shape here. I hope you learned about the alternate angles in your 6th or 7th standard. See here, angle R and angle Z. Angle Z are the alternate angles. Here angle Z is equal to angle Y, because these two are between the two parallel lines SR and PQ. So angle Y is equal to angle Z, or Y is equal to Z, because those two are alternate angles. If Y is 130 degree, Z is also 130 degree. So that children, in this problem, the value of X, the value of Y, the value of Z, all 3 remains the same because x value is 130 degree, y value is also 130 degree, that is 130 degree. We got the x value as by taking the adjacent angles of a parallelogram. So S plus P, angle S plus P, angle P equals to 180 degree. So that in 180 degree 50 goes means we'll get 130 degree. X value is 130 degree. Here x is equal to y because opposite angles of a parallelogram. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal, so that y is equal to 130 degree. Then angle y is equal to angle z because those two are alternate angles, so that the z value also becomes 130 degree. So x value is 130, y value is 130 degree, z value is also becomes 130 degree. Children, I hope you understood this problem, children. We will move on to the next one. See, here ABCD is a rhombus. In this, they had given the type of parallelogram. It is also a type of parallelogram. So that, let us have a look at the parallelogram first. See, A, B, C, D is a rhombus. Here, this is the Z. They mentioned this is Z. Then this is X. And this one is Y. That given only one of the angle as 30 degree. Angle CBO or angle OBC as 30 degree. How to solve this problem means, see, ABCD is a rhombus. We know one of the property of the rhombus as the diagonals intersect at 90 degree. The diagonals, the point of intersection of the diagonals gives the right angles. See, here the two diagonals meet at they intersect at this point. So at this point the angle formed are right angles. See, all the angles formed are right angles. So that the x value becomes 90 degree. The x value becomes 90 degree. Now let us take the triangle COB or OCB. Let us take the triangle OCB. In triangle OCB, x, here see, we know this is x plus y plus 30 degree. That means in a triangle the sum of three angles is equal to 180 degree. So that x plus y plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property. Here we have taken as angle sum property. Then see, x means we know it as 90 degree plus y plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. Y plus 90 plus 30 means it is 120. So that y plus 120 equals to 180 degree. Y is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, which is equal to 60 degree. If we send the plus 120 to this side, it becomes minus 120. In 180, 120 goes means we'll get 60 degree. So that y value is 60 degree. X value is 90 degree. Y value is 60 degree. Then children, y is equal to z. Y is equal to z because alternate angles. See, here you can observe the z shape here. BC, AD. BC and AD are the parallel sides. So the angles at the z shape are the alternate angles between the parallel lines are always equal. So that angle y is equal to angle z. If angle y is 60 degree, angle z is also 60 degree. So that the value of x is 90 degree, the value of y is 60 degree and the value of z is 60 degree. I hope you understood this, children. Once again, I will recall this. See, ABCD is a rhombus. In a rhombus, the diagonals intersect at 90 degree. The diagonals intersect at right angles. So that the angle x becomes 90 degree. If x is 90 degree, we want to consider the triangle OCB. In triangle OCB, the sum of the three internal angles is always equal to 180 degree. That means in any triangle, the sum of three angles is 180 degree. So that x plus y plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. Then x means we already know the value of x, that is 90 degree, plus y plus 30 equals to 180 degree. Y plus 90 plus 30 means 120 equals to 180 degree. Y is equal to 180 degree minus 120 degree, which is equal to 60 degree. So y is equal to z because alternate angles. Z is equal to 60 degree. Hence x equals to 60 degree, y equals to 60 degree, and z is also equals to 60 degree. X value is 90 degree, y value 60 degree, z value 60 degree. I think you understood this problem, children. We will move on to the fourth sub question of the second main question. See here, ABCD is a parallelogram. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. They marked the angle B as 80 degree, angle A as x, angle D as y, and the external angle of point C as z. We want to find the value of x, y and z. Let us take the angle A and angle B. Angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree because adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Here angle A is x plus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree. X equals to 180 degree. If we send the plus to this side, it becomes minus 180, which is equal to 100 degree. In 180, 80 goes means we'll get the value as 100 degree. So that x is equal to 100 degree. I hope you understood this part of the problem, children. Angle A plus angle B is 180 degree because adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Angle A is marked as x, so x plus 80 degree is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to 180 degree minus 80 degree, which is equal to 180. In 180, 80 goes means we'll get 100 degree. So that x value is 100 degree. Now angle D is equal to angle B. Angle D is equal to angle B because opposite angles of a parallelogram. So that if angle B is 80 degree, angle D also becomes 80 degree. If angle D is 80 degree, the y value becomes the 80 degree. Then also angle Z is equal to angle D. Angle Z is equal to angle D here, which is equal to 180 degree. Hence x is equal to 100 degree, y is equal to 80 degree and z is equal to 80 degree. Children, here I mentioned the z is equal to angle B. You want to think about this because angle z is equal to angle y because these two are alternate angles. We will get the z shape like this. But angle y is, that means angle D is equal to angle B, so that instead of angle D I had chosen the angle B. You have to think over this. Z is equal to angle B, which is equal to 80 degree. Instead of angle B, you can also take the angle D here. So both are the right answers. Angle Z is equal to angle B, which is equal to 80 degree. These two are alternate angles. So that the x value becomes 100 degree, y value is 80 degree, z value is 80 degree. I hope you understood this problem, children. Let us move on to the fifth sub question of the second main question. This is your fifth sub question, children. Here ABCD is a parallelogram. In parallelogram ABCD, they marked the angle B as 112 degree. Then here angle CAB as Z, angle DCA as X and angle D as Y. Here and that given they marked one of the angle as 40 degree. Let us move on to the solution. Children, angle D is equal to angle B. Angle D is equal to angle B. Y means opposite angles of a parallelogram. I hope by solving these 5 problems you came to know about the properties of the parallelogram very well. Children, angle D equals to angle B, that means these are the opposite angles of a parallelogram, so that Y value becomes 112 degree. Y value becomes 112 degree. Then let us take this triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, x plus y plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. X plus y plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree because angle sum property. That means in a triangle the sum of the 3 internal angles is always equal to 180 degree. So that x plus y plus 40 degree is equal to 180 degree. Then x plus, if we add 112 and 40 degree, it becomes 152 degree, which is equal to 180 degree. X equals to 180 minus 152 degree which is equal to 28 degree. So that the x value becomes 28 degree. X value is 28 degree. Then children, see here, x is equal to z. Angle x value is equal to angle z value because those two are alternate angles. You can observe the z shape here. See, D, C, A, B. Here you can observe the z shape. The angle at the z shape comes inside the z shape are considered as alternate angles. So see, these two are the alternate angles, and see, x is one of the alternate, x and z are the alternate angles. Always the alternate angles are equal if they lie between the parallel sides. Here AB and CD are the parallel sides, so that AB and CD are the parallel sides, so that x is equal to z because alternate angles are equal, so that the z value also becomes 28 degree. So that x value is 28 degree, y value is 112 degree, z value is 28 degree. I hope you understood this one, children. Here we used the first property as opposite angles of a parallelogram are equal. Then second property as angle sum property of the triangle. Then the third property as alternate angles are equal. So here by using these three properties we solved this problem. I hope you understood this problem, children. Let us move on to the next question. It's time up, children. We will continue the next problems of this exercise in the next presentation, children. I hope you understood the problems we discussed up to here in this presentation. We will continue the remaining problems in the next presentation. Thank you, children. Thank you, one and all.